तो सबसे पहली चीज की कौन कौन से इंजीनियरिंग एंट्रेंसेस हैं हमारे पास जो कि हम देना चाहते हैं. Now these are just 5 of them. There are other private entrance exams as well, for example for VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology, for SRM in Chennai, right? So there are other colleges as well that conduct their own entrances, but from the perspective of what we do at Adventure IIT, we like to focus on these 5 exams, right? So JEE Advanced, which caters to admission to IITs. There are 23 IITs over there. JEE Mains caters to the admission to NITs, National Institute of Technologies, or triple ITs and other regional engineering colleges. BITSAT is your basically BITS Pilani, BITS Goa. These are the colleges that BITSAT caters to, and all BITS campuses are also private campuses, right? ICER is basically the research institutes. There are 7 of them in India, but these are purely for pure science courses. Now, the interesting thing is that their pattern of paper and what they expect out of the aspirant is same as JEE Mains or BITSAT, right? So the question paper pattern is similar. Now, and then we have MHCET. MHCET basically caters to engineering colleges within Maharashtra. Now there are more, you could say, small points over here, like some quota of engineering colleges in Maharashtra is filled through JEE Mains, right? But that's a very small quota. Some quota in ICERs is also filled through JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. All right. So these are different. You could say these are different points that you can go into later on. All right. So these are the various exams that we focus on when students want to prepare for engineering. Now let's understand what is the you could say level of these exams. How do we really look at the level of these exams, and how do we help students or guide students for these exams? So the first level over here at the bottom is your 12th boards exam and MHCET, right? So more or less whatever you study in boards is there also that comes in MHCET, the Maharashtra State Central Entrance Test, right? Engineering test. So common engineering test, sorry, right? So, so the level over here is pretty much similar. And if we go a notch above, we get JEE Mains, BITSAT and ICER. All right. So there is a certain distinction or differentiation between why I'm saying this. We'll go to that in the next slide. Why we are saying that the level is different. And then even 2 notches above, we have JEE Advanced, right? So if you look at the entire level, then JEE Advanced is actually way above your boards level. Okay. So what happens is that a lot of coaching classes, they admit you for JEE Advanced batches. All right. And a student who is not able to cope up with that, he doesn't have any option to spill over to a lower level where he can actually fulfill his, his own strengths and work with his own strengths and weaknesses. All right. So that is a very major problem that we have seen in our career with a lot of classes, right? So let's go to the next slide here and understand the similarities and differences between these exams, right? And you'll also understand why I keep 12th boards at the lowest level and JEE Advanced at the topmost level, right? So if you look at the JEE Advanced paper, the type of questions that you have is a lot, right? So, and every year they basically come up with something. So in Match the Column itself, you have 2 different types of questions. You can have 2 column matching, or you can have 3 column matching, right? You have a numerical answer type question. You have comprehension type question, right? You have negative marking in some questions. You don't have negative marking in some question. The paper pattern of JEE Advanced is essentially not fixed. And that is why if you look at the number of questions in each exam, all right, if you look at the number of questions in each exam, it's fixed for the other exams, but for JEE Advanced, it varies. So there is no fixed pattern to the paper. Last year, there were 54 questions in a paper, right, of JEE Advanced. Some years, there are 60 questions in the paper. All right. If you look at JEE Mains, there are 75 questions. It's MCQ based. So the common theme here is MCQ. All right. That there are multiple choice questions for most of the others, right? and the numerical, and there are also numerical answer questions that were introduced from this year onwards in JEE Mains. All right. The number of questions, 75. If you look at BITSAT, you have 150 questions which you have to solve in 3 hours. MHCT, 200 questions that you have to solve in 3 hours. Now, if you compare this data, then what can you understand? That you cannot have the same level of questions where you have 60 questions in a paper to solve in 3 hours and 200 questions to solve in 3 hours. So it is a given that the CET questions will of course be a lower level than your JEE Mains or JEE Advanced or a BITSAT paper, right? So that is why I've clubbed CET with almost the boards level, right? These are questions that come direct formula based almost entirely, or very less level of application of concepts that it requires, right? The most application of concept is required in JEE Advanced. And also if you notice, in the time I've written for JEE Advanced 2 papers of 3 hours each. So JEE, when you want to get into an IIT, it is not just about how much of physics, chemistry or maths you know. It is also about your mental strength, that can you be focused for 8 hours at a stretch. So 9 to 12 the first paper happens, you get a 2-hour break, and then 2 to 5 the other paper happens. So for 8 hours can you stay focused and bring out whatever you've learned? So it's like a test match basically, right? All the others are like 20-20 matches, or you could say one day international. So I like to give a lot of examples from sports. So I relate to that a lot. So JEE Advanced is like a test match. It will not only test how much, whether you can bat or not. It will test your technique. It will test your perseverance. It will test your determination. All right. So, and that is why JEE Advanced is at the top. It requires you to know application of the concepts in and out. For JEE Mains, some questions are application based, where you may have to use 2-3 concepts at the same time. Quite a lot of questions are also direct formula based, right? With BITSAT, mostly formula based, some theoretical questions. All right. With ICER, again application based. Okay. So this is why we grade these. I've graded, or we have graded these exams in this particular way. Okay. Now, where does board stand with respect to all of this? So I'll tell you over here that boards does not require application of concepts, maybe in 2 or 3 questions that we have seen each year. Other than that, the entire paper does not require you to have application. It just requires you to know a lot of things and use formulas, right? So if you look at what boards requires and what these exams require application, whereas boards is a lot theoretical in nature. So if there's a 70 marks physics paper in 12th standard or a chemistry paper in 12th standard, then out of those 70 marks, 45 marks are mostly theory, and the remaining are numericals, which is basically where you have to apply formulas and stuff. So the approach in preparation becomes entirely different, right? And that is why a lot of people who can score very well in boards do not necessarily end up doing well in these examinations. All right. So these are the similarities and differences between these